Welcome into this first ever special on the Triple B. I'm Mark Kidder, and thanks for joining me for this special piece of information. Yes, it's Triple B Buzz, and what are we talking about? Tech. Why not? Today, it's the review of the brand new Motorola Edge Plus 2022 model. It's a 5G ultra wideband phone and was just released March 24th in the United States. Globally, it was released a little bit earlier. But I have to say, first reactions with this phone. We're going to go through the unboxing, the setup of it, and, well, hopefully check out a couple of the features on this awesome new phone that I just so happened to get right here on the brand new Triple B Buzz. So here it is, the big moment, the brand new Edge Plus 2022 5G Ultra Wireless, as you can see, ready for 5G and ready for compatible. So on the back, of course, there's a few notes here about don't return it and all kinds of stuff like that to the store. And if you do, there's a restocking fee and whatnot. So here is the grand opening with one hand. Very nice simple packaging here. As you can see, the phone itself in a nice Motorola thin plastic, and the classic Motorola logo and the abyss blue look has a nice sheen to it as well. The varying colors there as you tilt it around. So there's the handset. Other than that, in the box, you pull the piece out here, and yet another piece with the charging brick, which isn't that much larger than what I was expecting, being the 30-watt charging brick, so that's not too bad. And then, of course, the USB-C cable. And inside the packet, you get a couple of the notes on the device itself. One thing I noticed that's nice about this with the power brick is that it is USB-C on there, so you get your cable that is a USB-C to USB-C connection. Other than that, inside the booklet, meet your phone. There you go, the earpiece, microphone, proximity sensor, volume buttons, the power button that is also a fingerprint scanner. The SIM card tray is at the bottom, along with the USB-C charger and speaker. As we open the booklet, you can see the other side of the handset here with the microphone, flash, the ultra wide and the macro camera, along with the main camera and the depth of field camera. Wireless charging area in the center of it, of course, because the phone has wireless charging capabilities, and if you get one of the other Moto mods, or perhaps the grip case from Verizon specifically, they sell those, but I'm sure they're at the other retailers as well. You can put that inside your vehicle or on your desk to wirelessly charge. And of course, putting the SIM card into the phone and taking out the old one, if there is such, and hitting the power button. So first impressions on the phone, I do have to say it's very sleek, and the packaging that it comes in is also very nice. You can see the almost iridium look of the blue as you change the different directions to it. It doesn't feel too heavy, but yet doesn't feel too light, as if you would break it in half. So let's go ahead and power it on for the first time. Quick vibrate there. Now this is just the phone by itself. There's the Hello Moto. I haven't inserted the SIM card yet, so of course it will be wanting some service and whatnot. But there it is. It's doing some thinking and everything like that, and go through the setup. So first interaction with it, looks very sleek and looks pretty nice so far. Now, one thing I have to say about this is a really cool fact that as you're setting up your new phone, you have to deactivate your old phone first. That part not so cool. The really cool part, you connect your USB-C cable right from the phone into your old phone and begin your transfer. Even with the 79 some gigabytes of transfer data that I needed to put on the new phone, didn't take that long. 30 to 40 minutes, not too bad. So a couple interesting features about this phone right out of the box. You have the option, depending on which model you get, if you get it from Verizon, for instance, or another retailer, you can get the 128 gigabyte version or the 256 gigabyte version. That's the internal memory. If you get it directly from Motorola, you can get the 512 gigabyte version. Depending on which storage option you go with and which color, then you can either get the 8 or 12 gigabyte RAM feature. Other interesting pieces of this are the side-mounted fingerprint reader, the face unlock, which has been with the Motorola's for quite some time, and the Think Shield for mobile. Also continuing down, the 4800 milliamp battery, 30-watt turbocharger, which is in the box, and the battery life, depending on your usage, for active use, up to 2 days. Of course, turbo power with this. Now, the 6.7-inch display on it has a 2400 by 1080 resolution. Looks very nice so far. Haven't had a chance to put it through its paces or watch any high-def interesting videos yet, but we'll check out how that OLED display is with 10-bit and the DCI P3 color space to really give you a nice responsive look. That goes with the 144 Hz refresh rate, and it's a really, really nice option to have on a pretty decent priced Motorola entry device. Has a Gorilla Glass 3 with anti-fingerprint coating. The frame that is plastic, so we'll see how that goes, but really doesn't feel that cheap in my hand comparatively to some of the older models or the Z line that I've had for quite some time. Color options for the new Edge Plus come in Cosmos Blue and Stardust White. Something that people have had some issues with are the camera hardware. 50 megapixel rear camera hardware apparently isn't as good as what Motorola has said that it is. Now, the one camera is 50 megapixels. It has an ultra wide angle camera and a 2 megapixel depth camera. Now, you're able to supposedly take some high quality photos and really make them look good, including having that 4K capability. So there's supposedly the options, and even up to 8K at 24 frames per second. Haven't had a chance to put the camera through its paces, but you can guarantee that I will put the rear cameras to their full paces in the near future, and you can follow Beer Blues and BS to find out a lot more on the photos as I continue to take those. Other capabilities, the slow motion and full high def, either 60 or 30 frames per second, and that is a really cool thing. In fact, it goes up to 960 frames per second in the slow motion, full high definition mode. Again, there's a 4K resolution for the rear ultra wide if you want to get some large area photos, or perhaps just the macro version on that as well. Some other camera features include burst shot, timer, assisted grid, watermarking, a leveler, the ability to output raw photos, so if there are any photographers out there, a quality option. There's a barcode scanner, HDR, a feature called Active Photos, which Motorola has had for a while, and Best Shot, in case you perhaps didn't hit the shutter as quickly as you might have wanted to. There's a Pro mode with long exposure, group selfies, live filter, dual capture, spot color, instant night vision, cinematograph, and portrait mode, just to name a few of the other camera features. Unfortunately, there's no headphone jack on this. However, there are 3 microphones and the ability for dual stereo speakers and tuning by Dolby Atmos, so you can get a decent audio quality out of the phone compared to just a standard feature. Under the hood, there's Bluetooth 5.2 plus the 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G to top it all off, and Wi-Fi 6 capable for not only the receiving and connecting to your favorite network, but also you have that Wi-Fi hotspot if you want to take this on the go. There's only a single SIM card, so if you're a global traveler, this might not be the phone that you would like to get out of the box. Maybe need that dual SIM card. However, this phone is capable of connecting to the various global networks, so there is that possibility that it would work for you. Again, right out of the box, you get your Motorola Edge Plus 2022 version, the Turbo Power 30-watt charger, USB-C cable, guides, and the SIM tool if you need to remove the SIM card that is inside the phone. Various cellular capabilities, including AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. You might want to check with your carrier if you have some of the other carriers to see if it is compatible, or visit Motorola.com. That's the first few hours of the brand new Motorola Edge Plus 2022 5G ultra wideband, this version from Verizon. I'm hoping that it's a quality phone, and we'll keep the updates going. Make sure you tune in to Beer, Blues, and BS. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Again, beerbluesbs.com is our website, so we'd appreciate if you check us out there, not only on Facebook, but also on YouTube and Spotify and all of your favorite audio areas where you can listen to your podcast. Just click the search button and search for Beer, Blues, and BS for more of this and a whole lot more. Beer, Blues, and BS online for you. So thanks for joining me. Again, I'm Mark Kidder. Appreciate you spending some time with me on this review, and make sure that you join us for the next edition of Beer, Blues, and BS.